Robinhood just announced a new way to flex on all our homies, the Robinhood Gold Card. Friday night at the Cheesecake Factory is gonna get wild from now on. The card is 36 grams of real gold. Quick maths here, that means they're giving us roughly $2,500 in the form of a credit card. You might get that if you invite 10 people. That's cool, but what about us normies? 17 grams of stainless steel, like a modern day refrigerator. Still a flex. Honestly, I'd rather have the stainless steel, it just seems more practical to use. Tap the like button if you appreciate the reality check. So why is Robinhood getting into the credit card game? Well, they have a unique opportunity to offer a credit card and offer benefits that leverage their platform, which basically only they can do. And this makes it an extremely competitive option for anyone who has use for a credit card and investing, which is a lot of people. The hidden agenda here, of course, for Robinhood is customer acquisition and retention. I'm not even mad about it. They made a legitimate contender in the credit card space. They're doing the same thing as Nintendo and Taylor Swift. They're onboarding the masses and retaining them by offering some of the best products on the market. For all you haters, you make a few songs about your ex-boyfriends and see how easy it is. And Pal World, that game that everybody said was better than Pokemon, well, the internet seems to have moved on and the kids are still into Pokemon. By kids, I'm referring to millennials like myself and 5-year-olds. So basically, this is a long play for Robinhood. The more users on their platform and the longer they use the platform, the more money they make. And the credit card, according to the CEO Vladimir Tenev, is also a lending product, so they can make money on interest through the cards as well as when users make transactions on the platform. I know, crazy. Robinhood is trying to make money off its users, and in return we benefit as well. So let's just jump straight into the biggest benefit of this card. It's the fact that you can redeem points in the Robinhood brokerage cash account, which means for every point you earn on eligible purchases, that's 1 penny you can then use to invest into the markets. So at a 3% cashback rate, every dollar you spend earns you 3 points or 3 pennies, which will add up on their own as you spend, but those rewards can grow in value and compound over time when they're put into the market. So with this card, you can put the rewards points to work in the markets directly as soon as possible, which no one else in the credit card game can offer that I know of right now. And we all know the famous saying, time in the market beats timing the market. So for someone like me that just lets the credit card points accumulate, I would much rather put those rewards to work ASAP as opposed to sitting idly waiting for, well, someday when I get around to checking the rewards portal, which is once every few years. And there might be a tax benefit because credit card rewards that you earn by making purchases in many cases are not taxable. Of course, we do need to get clarity on this specific situation from a tax expert, but there is a chance this could quite literally be tax-free money we get to invest with. So this is obviously a highly valuable offer, and we as consumers have a choice. Is this a win-win for us, the users, and Robinhood? Let's get into the finer details of the card. Out the gate, 3% cash back on all categories, which means no more playing credit card roulette. Why does every credit card company make it ridiculous to use their product for their advertised benefits? Oh, sorry, we're not doing 5% at groceries and gas stations this month. And even if we were, you didn't click activate on the email we sent you, so too bad, 1% cash back for you. Seriously, I cannot be bothered to fumble through different cards for restaurants, travel, gas, and groceries, and it changes every few months. Like, get out of here. Let me pay for my stuff and give me my points. I appreciate the simplicity. And from what I can tell, there is no limit on how many points you can accrue for now. There's no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and you get 5% cash back when you book travel through the Robinhood travel portal. So for full context, no one has used this portal yet, so we're going to need to wait and see how this compares to, let's say, the Chase travel rewards portal in the future. Some other benefits are an auto rental collision damage waiver, travel and emergency assistance, zero liability and extended warranty protection, and a few others you see on your screen here, which is pretty on par with other credit cards in the market. It also allows you to pay with disposable card numbers. You can add cardholders of any age to build credit, and you can track spending and set spending limits as well as lock cards instantly. Jumping into the terms, nothing really stuck out to me as being out of the norm, except I did see that a replacement card fee was $40, which seems steep, but I'm highly suspect of this if you have the actual gold version. So this might be a lot more expensive if you're in the position to need a new solid gold card, so be aware. And going through the card program terms and rewards program terms, as long as you're in good standing and using your credit card responsibly, this is all pretty straightforward to what I've seen with other credit cards terms and conditions. But with that being said, Robinhood makes it very clear. They are a financial technology company and not a bank. The card is issued by Coastal Community Bank. So I expect that Robinhood will make adjustments to these rewards as time goes on, and that's just something we might have to risk if we decide to jump on board. One of the things you're going to want to know is that in order to get this card, you have to be a Robinhood Gold member and be in good standing. Always a catch. Well, hang on. What does that really mean? Well, Robinhood Gold is a monthly subscription that offers premium services for a fee. So technically the card doesn't have an annual fee, but Robinhood Gold does have a fee of $5 a month. So the question then is it worth it to get Robinhood Gold? And of course the answer is it depends. For starters, with Robinhood Gold, you get access to NASDAQ Level 2 data and Morningstar Insights, which is advertised as a $249 per year value, and you get lower margin rates. I would expect that the average Robinhood user like myself isn't going to be utilizing these more advanced features, but it's nice to know it's there. But on the more practical side, so long as your instant deposits are in good standing, you get access to instant deposits up to $50,000 a day, which is a bit excessive for most of us, but if you're balling out on this level, you're probably not worried about a $5 a month charge. If you use their IRA, you can earn a 3% match so long as you're subscribed to Gold for 1 year after your contribution to keep the match, and coming soon, you get more money just by putting more money onto the platform. You get an extra 1% on every deposit with no cap. The extra funds are paid out over 24 months, so you'd keep the money in the account for a full 2 years. If you cancel Gold, you'll lose the payouts you have not earned yet, and this only applies to deposits in non-retirement brokerage accounts. Obviously, you get access to the Robinhood Gold card and all the perks and features of the card. So if you spend $2,000 in the card at a 3% unlimited cashback rate, you'll earn enough to pay for Robinhood Gold for the year just by using the card. And the main benefit of Gold for me personally, and maybe you as well, is the 5% APY on idle cash. So effectively, any uninvested cash, including cash you get from the deposit boost, earns you an additional 5%, which is advertised as being 8x the national savings rate. The money is also FDIC insured up to $2.25 million at partner banks with no cap on earnings. The reason why this is so high is because they use multiple banks, and you can withdraw or invest your money at any time. Now, the cool thing about this is that at current rates, in order to pay for Robinhood Gold with just interest you earn from the cash sweep program, you need $1,200 of uninvested cash in the account. So there's a few ways a user can pay for the Gold membership that's built into how it works. So if you're a Robinhood user and would benefit from Robinhood Gold, the credit card could very well be up your alley as well. Now, to be clear, you can use Robinhood Gold and not have the Gold credit card, but you do need to be a Robinhood Gold member to get access to the card, which could likely pay for itself depending on how much extra cash you have in Robinhood's cash sweep program, your spending habits, and your investing habits as well. But of course, that may or may not be worth it to you in your particular financial situation, and Robinhood makes it very clear they can change the terms and conditions at any time. So if you decide this card is for you, it might not be in the future, but Robinhood is incentivized to keep you on the platform, so hopefully they keep this right where it's at and keep it super competitive compared to what's available in the future as well. So there's obviously pros and cons with the card. It's impossible to determine if this card is right for you as an individual just watching this video, so I'll leave the documents regarding this card and Robinhood Gold in the description below so you can look through for yourself. It's pretty clear this isn't your average unlimited 3% rewards card. It ties into Robinhood as an investing platform and their subscription add-on services as well. And yes, your credit score is also a factor in the mix because at the end of the day, this is a credit card. Let's say Robinhood decides to charge an annual fee on the card and you decide that's not worth it, or the card isn't worth it for you for basically any reason at all, and you decide to close the credit card. Doing so will very likely affect your credit score, and if it's the first card that you have, that's something that will affect you more than, let's say, if you have 7 cards already and have had them all for more than 10 years. So be mindful when signing up for it, knowing that anything can happen and your specific credit history is going to play a factor given the unknowns of the future. For me, this is an interesting competitive option overall, and I have signed up for the card for me since the pros outweigh the cons and the risks of the unknown. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you interested in this card, or is this a hard pass? Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.